Luckily, Isaias barely touched the coast of Florida over the weekend, but in Palm Beach County, officials here prepared for the worst, activating the state of emergency and opening storm shelters.
In one case, the county actually had to put its emergency COVID response plan into action. CBS 12's Lexi Nall on how the county handled its brush with a sick person who showed up at one of the storm shelters.
Over the weekend, some people flocked to storm shelters like this one throughout the county. And typically when we're facing down a hurricane, Palm Beach County says come one, come all. But this past weekend, they did have to turn away one person with a fever.
What it showed us was that we're able to do this successfully. We're able to respond to a hurricane disaster in the middle of a worldwide pandemic.
In this day and age, Emergency Management Director Bill Johnson has a lot to consider when it comes to keeping people safe in a storm shelter.
Understand that when you come to a shelter, you're going to be screened. We'll likely take your temperature. Same protocols. If you are positive to any of those questions, we will isolate you. We'll make other arrangements for you, but you will be safe.
Over the weekend, officials opened up 6 of the 17 available storm shelters in Palm Beach County. To minimize the spread of COVID-19, they asked people not to show up unless they had no other place to go. But they had plenty of protocols in place, so when a sick person did show up, they knew exactly what to do.
The patient had a fever. It was non-COVID related, but in the sense of being cautious, we followed those protocols and it worked.
Meanwhile, in St. Lucie County, officials didn't even open the storm shelters because of the pandemic. But Commissioner Reggie Sessions says it's only a matter of time before they'll have to adopt similar protocols on the Treasure Coast. After all, it's expected to be an active hurricane season.
COVID-19 is just impacting everything. It's going to require a lot in terms of having the proper equipment and the masks in order to facilitate an emergency shelter. It's going to be a long, I believe anyway, hurricane season, and we're just getting started.
And officials do tell me that they were grateful that this was just a dry run, good practice for a potentially active hurricane season to come. For now, reporting in Boynton Beach, I'm Lexi Nall, CBS 12 News.